Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler for you series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is one of the most appropriate items I've ever reviewed, just based on who I am and how I look. And you could take a look at me and be like, yeah, that's something that guy would review. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. But that's not the case today. I actually picked this up like a couple weeks ago. It's been in my fridge. I've just been waiting for an opportunity to review it. The thing is, with items like this, I have to sort of pace it out because, like, if I go over there and do too many in a row, well, then I end up filling up my fridge. And I end up taking in way too much sugar, and I don't need all that sugar all the time. But what is it? Why does it feel very appropriate for this guy right here? Well, folks, that's because today I'm reviewing, boom, some Clover Valley Cola. What is Clover Valley Cola? It's Dollar General brand soda. Yep, dollar store soda. So this ties into a series of videos that I've been doing for a little while now, where I've been going out and I've been trying like in-house brand sodas and products and stuff, and basically just sort of seeing like, okay, do they stack up to the name brand stuff in terms of the value, yay or nay, just kind of give it an overall. And I've done stuff from Walgreens, Walmart, I think maybe, no, Target doesn't have stuff, but a bunch of places. Jewel, done a bunch of their stuff, and I happened to be out at a Dollar General a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't realize that they had their own brand of sodas, but they do. So, dollar store soda seems like something this guy would review. But let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like this, and we'll kind of Let's try out some dollar soda. And to be fair, like, I mean, yeah, dollar stores are dollar stores, but like, you can get some good stuff there. And I have to admit that lack of carbonation has me a little bit concerned. But let's give it a go. There's got to be good. You're good, right? Yeah, it's still good for like a month. Plus it's soda, so it's probably good for like another 3 years. Ooh. That smells like cheap cola. Let's give it a go. Nope. That's not great. That tastes like extremely cheap cola. That might be the cheapest tasting cola I've had. It's between this and Aldi brand cola, because the Aldi Summit brand cola, from what I recall, it's been a few months since I reviewed it, but that was pretty miserable. This, but let's give it another go. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, nice things to say about it. It doesn't taste like stomach bile. And to be fair, I've tried things in my life where it was like, that can't be right, and it wasn't. It was really terrible. I mean, it's a very cheap soda. A very cheap cola. There's not a lot of carbonation, so there's not a lot of oomph to it. It almost tastes flat, almost. And part of me is like, oh, well, Brandon, maybe something, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, no, man, it's like, I didn't do anything to this. It was sealed. You saw me unseal it. And all it's done is been in my fridge for, the past couple weeks. So it's like, I don't know where it could have gotten fucked up. Like, I genuinely think it probably just tastes like this. Very lightly carbonated. Like I said, the taste is just very I won't say one-dimensional. I guess there's a little dimension to it, but all the dimensions that it has are not good. They all just lead to bad places. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah. It tastes... You know what it tastes like? And I can say this because I've had it in my life. It tastes like an RC Cola that's been opened up and left in the fridge for like a week. That is honestly what it kind of tastes like. And like I said, I'm speaking from personal experience because I did at one point. I love RC Cola. I actually really like it a lot. But I did at one point in time, years ago, we had like a 12-pack in the house, and I went over there and I popped one open, took a few swigs, put it back in the fridge, and then it ended up just being behind stuff. And like a week or so later, I found it back there and was like, well, I'm still going to drink it. And it was not good, obviously. That's what this reminds me of. It's just there's no real depth of flavor. What is there is not great. It's... Even if this were better carbonated, because I really do have to emphasize the carbonation level on this is pretty pitiful, but even if it were better carbonated, as a cola, it tastes cheap. It tastes thin, and it does not taste well produced. It tastes like it's coming from, let's be honest, from a dollar store fucking general. You know, it's just... Yeah, that's not good. It's, again... Maybe at some point I'll do a direct comparison between it and the Summit Cola that I had. But both of these are pretty terrible. And, you know, from doing these reviews, it's like, yeah, usually the in-house brand stuff is not the best. But, like, you do get some, like, the Signature Select stuff that is actually pretty good and, you know, like, I think holds up really well. Then you get stuff like this where it's just like, yeah, you are what you are. And... what you are is an extremely cheap cola that's not that nice to drink. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No. No. Now, folks, let me emphasize real quick here. I'm not trying to shit on anybody who's living on a budget. Okay? Like, that's not the point of doing these things. Part of the reason why I was at the Dollar General is because I was doing some shopping. It wasn't just to find shit to review. Part of it was to find shit to review. You know, but like trust me, I'm with you on that. And I fully understand that, like, you know, look, those little things add up in a big way. You know, when you're paying twice as much for the name brand stuff, that adds up quickly. And I don't think there's anything wrong with buying, you know, the more discount stuff, the in-store stuff. But I do feel like there is a point of contention where you're sacrificing too much in terms of quality for what you're paying for at that point. And I do feel like that this crosses that threshold. There's other in-house brands, like even the Walmart stuff, like the Sam's Cola, even the Signature Select stuff is really good. The Walgreens stuff is passable. This, I feel, falls below the point of contention. It is, or maybe it's above the point of contention, whatever the hell you want. It's just not even on a value level do I feel like it's worth it for me. I'm not always going to buy the name brand stuff. There are times when I'm going to go over there and get the in-house stuff. And I don't have a problem with that. And I don't think anybody should, but no. With this, you know, I mean, if you're getting it super duper cheap, like I'm talking like if you're getting it like a 2 liter for 50 cents, sure, then maybe you can swing it. But the reality is like for what I forget exactly what I paid, but like it couldn't have been that far off from what I would pay for another like in-store brand. I would get that over this. This is pretty pitiful. And if I'm recommending it, I'm just not. It's, you know, even because like a lot of times I'll go over there and say like, okay, maybe in the right circumstances, you know, maybe if you're throwing a party or something, you got people coming over, you don't need to buy the name brand shit. You know, whatever. Those people are fucking freeloading in your house. Get whatever. Don't get this, you'll lose friends. Because it's just not good. And people, the only reason why you would go over there and offer this to other people is if you wanted sympathy from them. If you wanted them to be concerned about you. Because if I drank this at somebody's house, I would assume either it was soda that had been left out for a while, and hence why it was so shitty, or I would be like, as soon as I left, and I would be like, is Frank okay? Is he doing okay? Like, do we need to talk to Frank or something? You know, maybe we could set something up to help him. That's what this feels like. Love yourself. Get yourself some better soda. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year, folks. Go over there yourselves a truly proper cola-tastic rest of your life. And normally I would say, well, you know, even if this is your favorite, blah, blah, blah. Not this time. Not that. If you like it, that's fine. But you can do better, and I believe in you. Just saying. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, like I said, the thing I want you to go out and do, I'm not telling you to boycott Clover Valley or what the fuck ever, Dollar General. You know, look, again, I think they make good products and stuff like that. But I do think that we as a people need to demand more. I get that it's a discount soda. I get that it's in-house. Dollar General, Clover Valley, you can do better. We need to demand better. Because there is no way that you can go over there and produce that. And then again, you can have Signature Select. You can have almost any other in-house brand soda. Cost around the same and taste that much better. We need to do better. I'm just saying. But anyway,